Hey, what's up, guys? Vamerix here with another Kenshi series. This is actually my first Kenshi series, so I say another just because like it is another one. However, I've played a little bit of Kenshi. I don't remember how many hours I have on Steam. Maybe probably like 50 or 100, so not a lot. I think mostly I'm pretty new to the game. I know most of the vanilla stuff, I think, just from reading the wiki and kind of looking at the Forgotten Construction set. Anyway, this series is pretty much I I've been looking a lot online to try to find like or on YouTube to find kind of like a really fun cannibal playthrough. Not playing as a cannibal necessarily, but I've really been looking at a lot of the mods lately since I've kind of done most things in the vanilla game. And one of the ones that I've really had a lot of fun looking at so far, well, two of them really. There's a weapon mod, new weapon dissemination mod, I think it's called, and then there's another one called I think Cannibals Expanded and Hives Expanded. Hives Expanded didn't look super cool. I do want to play around with it, but maybe not in this playthrough as much. But this one I'm really excited to kind of dive into the cannibal stuff. So one thing I noticed when I did a trial playthrough to just kind of see what was going on, it's really hard to get out of there. I haven't made it out yet. So whether it's Beak Things or Cannibals or Shrieking Bandits, a lot of the higher level ones now run a lot faster. So you can't just like get away from the initial group of cannibals, and you'll see I'll probably die a lot. If I make it out, I'm probably in the beginning just gonna cut out everything for where I die. But I will have like a bloopers reel at the end. So I'm going to record all my deaths, but I'm not going to show them all until the end. So it may take me 50 tries to get out and get to safety. If there's enough of those, I'll probably just make a separate video. But if it doesn't take too much time, like maybe if it's 5 minutes or so of like bloopers, I'll put it at the end. If it's not at the end, I will of course make another video and I'll kind of include that. Because I want you guys to see how hard it was for me to get out of here. Now, if it's I've only done one attempt so far just to kind of see what it was like, and get a feel for it, to see if it was even doable, right? And it is definitely doable. It's just going to be really hard to get out because a lot of these guys, like I said, they run really fast. So, enough about that. It's going to be an Ironman playthrough, but it's going to be really hard to get out. So, I'm probably going to die a lot, I think. So, I will include all those deaths just because I think it'll be funny to watch and it'll be an Ironman after I get out of here, like I'm familiar enough with Kenshi that I don't think I'm gonna wipe, but it's possible. I don't know how likely it is. But I'm gonna try to get out with both of these dudes. Again, I think that's pretty unlikely. The reason I say that is because only one of them has shoes. This guy, I'm pretty much just gonna, he's gonna be slow. I'm gonna have to ditch his crap and just run. And the man catchers that you start with are actually faster. So you'll see. I'm gonna stick with just kind of their default. I am going to rename Vang to Vamerix and do my best to get out of here. So, a couple things about this series that I just want to get into really quick before we start is just I'm not going to add a whole ton of players. The idea behind this series is the end goal is to really just wipe out the cannibals, right? So we're Cannibal Hunters. We've done the Cannibal Hunter start. We've gotten into the cannibal territory. Made a big mistake. Our party died. We're the last two alive. If we can get out, our goal for this series will essentially be to wipe out all the cannibal tribes. So all the ones that are included in vanilla and all the ones that are included with the cannibals expanded, including the high wizard or whatever he is. So that's basically the goal. Once we've done that, I'll leave it up to you guys to let me know whether you want me to continue the series or start another one. I think I'd like to start another one, but I'm going to kind of leave that up to you guys through polls. And I'll do that throughout the series, right? So if we want to take a different direction, if we want to expand the party to a larger size, I'm going to cap it at 10 temporarily. And the only time I'm going to add people is when I get requests from viewers to join. So I'll give you some criteria. You just write yourself a quick backstory, or don't. Just give yourself a name. Tell me what kind of weapon you want to use. Tell me what kind of armor you want to use, or just give me a name. Whatever. I don't care. What I want people to do is basically just, and I leave it up to you to have fun with it, right? If you're not interested in writing a backstory, don't. If what you're interested in doing is just being in the series and seeing what happens, just put your name in. Let me know that you want to be a character. So put back, yeah. So just put it in the comments. Let me know, and I want people who are watching to vote on those, right? So if you see something in the comments that basically is a really cool backstory that you really want to see in the series, upvote that, right? So that basically whichever ones are at the top of the list, like, are the ones that get in. If only one person puts in their name and that's the only person on the list, they're essentially going to get in. If someone puts in a really intricate backstory and everybody in the comments loves it and they upvote it, that's going to be the first one that I put in. And I'll do some cinematics on that, right? So I don't know how involved they're going to be because I'm pretty new to this, but my ultimate vision is that I would like people to do something where they're writing their backstory for their character. You tell me a little bit about them, maybe what weapon or armor you like to use, and I will. And that's, if you choose really light armor, it might be easier for you to die. If you want to be a thief, I'll make you a thief. If you want to be a guy who steals, whatever, like, tell me a little bit about what you want your character to do, and that's how I will play your character, and I will do my best to not get them killed. So it needs to fit into the story, into the cannibal stuff, and but just let me know. And so that's kind of how we're gonna do. And if we get to 10 and we get far enough in the cannibal stuff that we need more people, we're probably gonna have to do that. I'd like to keep it at 10 so I can be a little bit more personal with each individual story. But if we need more to achieve our goal, we're gonna have to do that. So with that, let's get started and let's see how many times we can die. So the characters starting out here look like this. If the recording if those characters look a little bit different, it's because I've died a bunch of times or once or more times, and I had to start from the beginning. And I will, of course, like I said, include those as bloopers or as a separate video if there were enough deaths. I think I'll put in some bloopers regardless, but if I will include all of the deaths in some form or fashion. And after that, I will just include the deaths in that episode. But in this episode, in the event that we die a lot, they may be in a separate video. So here we go. Let's have some fun. I'm excited. Okay. So right off the bat here, let's take a look at this weight. This is crazy. Okay, so 39 out of 17. We just got to ditch. Basically I'm going to ditch the armor, right? I mean, you can see this is like, oh, there's no negatives to athletics. These are definitely going to have a negative to athletics. But look at our weight. It's massive. So we're going to try to keep as much as we can. What is this going to get rid of? 20 kilograms. Okay, so we're good. We don't need to ditch anything more on double. Now, what about Vamericks? 4 kilograms. We definitely want to keep these shoes. That's going to be huge because I think our default run speed in the beginning is going to be about, because he's right. So he's at 16, and then they give like a 10%. Okay, so he's probably getting 2. I guess he's only getting 1, but I think he's getting a -1. Oh, maybe he's not. So his weight's good. So I think we'll just leave him in the armor he's in. So he's at 18, and double's probably going to be at 15, maybe 16. Probably 16, I think, because it looks like we're at 16. Okay, so the biggest concern I have. Whoa, what? Oh, is this at a totally different cannibal village? Oh, it is. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so the first time I tried to play this, I was down here somewhere, and I tried to get out through here, and there was beak things everywhere, and I had to like train Now, hopefully there are some more beak things, because that was kind of fun training those. But I think, man, I don't really know these zones very well, so I don't really know where to go. I don't know the north really well. I haven't spent a lot of time in cannibal territory because when I was playing vanilla, the cannibals were not difficult, right? And so by the time I could even get to cannibal territory, they were just easy. So I really only came up here for ruins and stuff. So I don't really know where to go. Man, I have no idea where to go. So this is just going to be trial by fire, I guess. I don't want. I think there's a village down here. I'm not sure. I think we're going to try to get. We'll try to get over to SINKUUN and just see what we run into. And I kind of want to get over here, or down to, maybe down through the northern coast. Let's give that a shot, because I don't really know what's in DARKFINGER. So I guess we'll just try to run to the coast over here. Maybe there's some tech hunters over there. I seem to remember there's leviathans and tech hunters possibly, but again, I don't really remember. Okay, so where are we here? Oh, I'm not sure why, but I can't see where my characters are. I think that's them. but I can't see. So I'm gonna, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to some settings. I thought that, oh, it might have been under general and I just totally missed it. Show character, oh, that's weird. I don't remember ever turning that off, but I must have. Okay, cool. So now we can see Vamerix and Double. All right. So I think we're going to try to get away in that direction this way. It looks like there's a chief possibly. No, it's a man catcher. So those guys run at 17. He may get Double. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to rescue people. Let's just make sure. Okay. I don't really want these guys fighting at all. So let's just see if we can get away. Okay, we already got hit once because I wasn't... Oh, okay, okay. So here we go. How fast is Double? So Double is at 16 and Bam's at 18. So that's good. Now I think that means that possibly Double is going to get nabbed by this catcher. Now, one thing you can do... It looks like he's actually aggroed on Vam, so that's perfect. So we're not going to worry about that. I don't think he's going to catch Vam. I hope not. Now, this is the first start that I've had the shoes, right? And those shoes, those wooden shoes, those are going to be a huge, huge boon. Because that was like 2 miles an hour, right? He's going 18 and Double's only going 16. So we got really lucky with this basically, what are they called? Man catchers? Yeah, so the man catcher is aggroed on Vam, which is awesome. Because he can't catch Vam. He could catch Double. He could have already caught Double. The big thing is that if we run into any groups that have really fast guys, like there are cannibals that are kind of the higher level cannibals that are that run at like 21 miles an hour, right? And they'll just catch us and there's nothing we can do. Now I've tried kind of gaming it a little bit, but it's pretty tough. Man, this is... Oh, what do we got here? Some scrawny cannibals or something? Yeah, and these guys are all just slow, so we don't need to worry about those. I'm a little disappointed right now because the last start was insane. I got so unlucky with just everything, and basically eventually, like I trained these guys onto maybe I'll split Double off. I don't know. I trained him onto beak things. Like, I mean, it was like really, really hard. Oh, no. Okay, so here we're running into some trouble, right? And why I say that. So I think maybe we'll just get Vam to run. Oh, is that a ruin? I don't know that I want to go over there. There's probably some spiders. Oh, no, the door's locked, so there probably isn't anything over there. So that's cool. All right, so we're going to get Vam to just kind of like run off. Now, here's a problem. This guy de-aggroed Vam, but now he's aggroed on Double, right? So since he's re-aggroed on Double, essentially, what we're going to have to do, and you'll notice that they'll stop every once in a while, and I'll kind of explain that. When this guy gets close enough, I'm going to stop, and then that's going to cause him to like try to attack. And what that does is it allows me to temporarily kind of run away from him. Now, I'm never going to lose him. Oh, what? No. Yes. This is, okay. This is lucky. Okay. I think what's just happened is that Double, somehow this man catcher, which was really the only one that could sort of catch me, I think these others can keep up with me because he's 15. So, okay. From this one group, we're good. So somehow the man catcher de-aggroed. He got stuck on a tree or something. So we got super lucky with that. So now what we really need to do, now eventually I'll go at quite a bit faster of a speed. It's just like right now while we're trying to get away from these cannibals, I don't know that I like that idea a whole lot. Okay, so we got some more cannibals over here. Are any of them fast? It looks like the leader is not fast. She's 15. I think they're all 15 in that group. But it looks like there's definitely a lot of cannibals in this area. So we need to be really vigilant about watching for groups because we will probably run into some groups that are fast. Whoa, there's a group that just spawned. They literally just spawned right there. Oh, and look at these guys here. Oh, he's not fast. I don't know why I thought he was. There was another one that I ran into that was, maybe it was a chief or something. I don't know. Whatever it was, he looked like that guy kind of, but he had a run speed of 21. So I'm hoping these guys will aggro on Vam, and it looks like all of them except for one did, which is great. Double may make it. Ugh, wow, I'm glad that. Oh, this is another tribe of cannibals. That is awesome because now the ones up here are aggroed on Bam, and the ones back here are no longer aggroed on Double because they just got in a fight with that one cannibal that turned around and decided not to go after Bam. So this is perfect. Okay. Now, where are we on the map? So I think pretty much we're just gonna run into cannibals throughout this entire zone. I have no idea if there's cannibals in this zone or not. I know by the time we get to the Great Desert, there's not going to be. There's going to be other things that are dangerous at that point. However, step one is to get the hell out of here. Now, we could just get to the water, and that should de-aggro, I believe, right? I believe once we get... Now, I do have autosave set on 5 minutes. Now, the reason for that, I will not be loading any of these save games. Now, of course, if we wipe before I get to safety, I will start a new playthrough. But the reason I autosave is because now recently it hasn't been happening, but for a while this game was crashing a lot for me. I think it might have been one of the mods that I was using. Oh, and in fact, I think it stopped. I don't want you to run right next to them. It looks like you're just gonna get aggroed regardless, but okay. I think it was one of the combat animation mods. It wasn't. There's one that has a bunch of animations that I can't remember the name of that causes a bunch of crashes that I never used, but like when I was watching Aviticus and I think Reformist, someone else that I was watching was basically using that mod, and they both said, hey, like once I stopped using that mod, things stopped crashing. So I wonder if there was a similar conflict with the combat animation mod that I was using, which now I'm using military craft, and I think once I switched to military craft for the extended combat stuff, it stopped. I'm of course making that as a guess right now as we're as we're doing this. Looks like, who is this guy? He looks like he may be catching Double. So he is a 16. He's running at 16. Now that may be because he just leveled up while he was chasing us. I don't know. But I don't like that he is... It looks like he may be catching us. Okay. Either they're staying at the same distance or they're getting closer. Either way, like, I don't like it. See if I can speed that up a little bit. At some point, maybe he'll level, like Double will level his athletics, which could potentially get him high enough in skill to start to outrun them by 1 mile an hour. It's possible that won't work. That won't happen because he may level up with me. I'm pretty sure the NPCs actually level up as well. I'm pretty certain of that. I don't know if they level athletics. I know that their combat skills certainly level up, but I'm guessing that their athletics does as well. If I'm wrong on that, please let me know because I would like to... Oof, that was dangerous. Oh, yes, and they both hit the water. Awesome. I wasn't really thinking to myself, I want that to happen, until I got to the corner when I thought, maybe that will happen. And it looks like it did. Okay, so We're temporarily safe. Anybody that plays Kenshi knows that we're not actually safe yet, so we're going to see. So we're basically on the edge of SINKUUN. I'm tempted to follow the shoreline rather than trying to get to this path, because I don't really know what's in the middle of here, but that seems kind of boring. So let's go through, shall we? And we're going to set our speed to be the same so they stay together. And then hopefully Vamerix will get any aggro before double, potentially. And we'll see. So I'm pretty comfortable now being on 2x. I don't... What are these here? Are these outlaw farmers? They're rebel farmers, and they're running at 17. However, they don't eat you. Hooray! So that's a plus. Looks like their bone dogs are the only thing that's chasing us, and I think bone dogs are pretty slow. I am, of course, going to check. Yeah, bone dogs are super slow, and they're hungry, so that's great. And there's a skimmer. Skimmers are pretty slow too. I think they actually move at 16. No, they're 14. Okay, so that skimmer, no problem. We can definitely outrun that guy. And if skimmers are the most dangerous thing we have to contend with now, other than maybe some mercs and stuff like that that might run fast. I don't think mercs aren't going to aggro at us. I don't know why I even said that. But like slave hunters, potentially man hunters. I guess it's slave mongers. Here's another group. Yeah, we're fast enough to make it away from them. But we really don't want to aggro them if we can avoid it. See if we can sneak past them a little bit here. I'm going to try to go up through this ravine. I think, though, once we get up there, they're going to aggro anyway. So it looks like maybe they already have. Yep, they see me. So let's get out of sneak and just start booking it up here. I think they may have to go around. Yep. All right. Now maybe that didn't really give me any benefit. What I'm looking for is for it to turn red. See how it's red? When that turns red and it hasn't broken stealth, you get a lot more experience. So I'm just trying to every once in a while get some sneak XP like that, right? Oh, why don't we not do that? That seems like a bad idea because since they were running at the same speed, Devil was going slower because Vam was still in stealth. All right. So I think we've gotten to the road now, right? Yeah. What is this outpost? There's an outpost up here. I don't know what it is. We're going to go check it out. Oh, this may be... I wonder if this is the headquarters for the rebel farmers? I'm not sure. Let's take a look here. Can we target any of that? That's a faction HQ for who? Just says outpost. Makeshift wall. I can't see who it belongs to. And I don't think it's going to show me until I get closer. So let's just, while we're here, take a look, because I don't remember. Oh, there's a trade caravan. Nice. That is fantastic. Man, I really, I'm almost tempted to, like, do another start where I'm actually in cannibal territory, because we didn't run into any of the, like, beak things or really fast cannibals that made the last time I tried to do this really, really hard. And this, I think either I just got really, really lucky, or it's not as hard as I thought it was. Swamp Shack, why does it not tell me? Yeah, that's interesting. It doesn't seem to be telling me who it belongs to. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about going in here. Because we don't really need anything from here, like food or whatever. So, because it's Iron Man. Alright, whatever. Let's live dangerously. I don't know who it is, and it's not telling me who it is, so we're gonna just kind of like see if we can take a look. What's your stealth? It's only 5. Let's see who's in here. Who are we saying hello to? Is there nobody in here? Why is there nobody in here? What is even going on right now? Okay. I don't see anything like very valuable. I am certainly going to grab the food. Oh, cactus rum. Hell yeah. All right, double. Your job, should you choose to accept it. How much are these books worth? I'm going to grab one just because I don't remember how much they're worth. I don't know that we'll even use it, but we might. Okay, that's not, I mean, that's not great, but whatever. How, are those 1 kilogram? They are, so we're not going to grab that. What we are going to do, oh, look at this. Fort Simeon. Man, I just don't know who this belongs to. But I mean, there's just a ton of options here, I think. Vam, why don't you get in here too, buddy? I mean, this is, oh yeah, yeah. This is what we're looking for now, right? Like, we want a piece of food. Although, I think our, oh wow, I didn't even notice I had damage. I guess that was the first hit that we took when we first started the game. Let's pick some locks, shall we? Oh wow, that was quick. A little bit of food. Nothing super valuable. What's Vam's weight like? 15 out of 19. Not bad. Let's take a look at the rest of these containers. That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. Did I already look in these? I think. Okay. So, for anyone that's new to Kenshi, like essentially the more you use a skill, it's kind of like Skyrim or something like that, where, I mean, look at all these skills. Oh, I didn't realize I started out with 5s. That's nice. Usually you start out with like 0 or 1 on a lot of characters. But my stealth is up to 6 because I've been using it. My lockpicking just went up to 2 because I was using it. I don't know why my assassination's at 2, but hey, sweet. You know, turrets, precision shooting. I haven't used many of these, but like athletics, right, is at 12 because we've been running across basically, you know, a large stretch of land. So we're gonna basically kind of loot this place and check it out. In fact, what are, oh, these are training dummy Mark 3s. So double, why don't you just kind of do that while I'm looting everything? I don't know whose fort this is, but they don't seem to care enough to guard it. And maybe they're in another room. I mean, 6 p.m. though. Like if there was going to be somebody here, there'd be somebody here unless they're out on patrol. And again, I'm going to take a look at the map. Oh, it's red. Okay, so it does tell me now. Rebel farmers. So we don't really want to get caught in here, but I mean, for now, there's nobody here, so which is a little strange. They might be in this other building, which is a barracks. What's this building? It's, I mean, this is the faction HQ, so it's a little strange that nobody's here. I feel like there should be somebody here, and maybe this is bugged. So I will take a look at that, and if I need to fix that, I'll fix that. For now, I'm just gonna probably take their food. Sweet. And we'll just have double train his attack while other shadows are a little wonky. I don't know if anybody's in these buildings either. I'll probably check them all while we're here, unless we just fill up and find something valuable. This is I mean, this is a really good find. I wasn't expecting to find anything like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and just loot everything that seems helpful. And this is a good chance to get our lock picking up too. Why not? So speed this up a little bit. Maybe zoom out so we can see if anybody comes in to jack us while we're doing this. Okay, let's see. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Is this, how heavy is this? 6 kilograms. Can we? Yeah, we can. Sweet. Grog. Yes. I'm not going to take too much of this food. I'll probably put these back in here and take the Gohan. And then I'm going to take this too, and I'll probably give it to Double over here. We're just going to try to load up on stuff that seems valuable that we can sell when we get to a town. Because other than that, it's not really super important that we have a bunch of food. Because we're not low, right? I mean, you can see here, like, my hunger's going down on Double, but it's not, you know, he's not a Shek or anything, so it's not, because Shek, their hunger goes down faster. Oh, I guess I did pick that. I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at something else. Wow, a metal chest. Thank you for that. With a vegetable in it. Wow, that was a quick pick. Getting lucky here. Oh, yes. Here's what we want. Sake. Alright, Double. Why don't you come over here and grab that sake for us. And we may have to ditch some of this stuff, right? Because if we are going to... Man, look at that! Are you kidding me? I mean, these are just the boots that he just picked up, and they're not that heavy, and they are worth 1,000, so I'm not going to wear them. Because that, if you look at this, right, you've got athletic skill 0.92x, so basically we're going to lose 8% of our athletic skill. Of course, we're going to lose that by encumbering ourselves too, but we'll kind of we'll gain a little bit of strength as we're trying to get away. But since there's nobody chasing us, I'm not worried about it. Now, if we do get aggroed, and I think we're in a situation where we're going to die if we don't drop that stuff, I'm going to drop it. But for now, we're just going to kind of sneak around and see if we can find some stuff. It seems like Double is stuck. Why are you stuck, Double? I don't know why that wasn't moving him, but it wasn't. Okay. Anything in here? 2 hacksaws, those are pretty good. You can use those to open locks that you're not able to open. I'm not really prioritizing that right now because I'm not too worried about being able to open, you know, ancient chests or anything like that. I'm not going to do any ruins right now. But I am going to grab that sake because that sells pretty well. And there's another grog. Now, generally when I'm buying food, at like early game, I'm going to be buying this dried meat. I'm not going to loot it, however, because you can see it's only got 15 nutritional unit for 1 kilogram. And bread, cooked vegetables, rice bowls, everything is still... Oh, these are half, so that's 30. That's actually really good. I didn't realize they were only a half. So the bread's good, better than these. But what I... Oh yeah, so I don't really need this. So I could switch that out for a bread, I guess. I'll just drop it, it doesn't matter. So I'll grab those breads until we need more room. Which is probably going to be in like 2 seconds. Alright, what do we got in here? There's an emperor statue. I don't know that those are worth anything. Man, there's just all kinds of rum. So, ditch this bread. Grab some more rum. Oh man, these chainmail sheets. Look at that. This is... They're worth so much more than these. Of course, they're quite heavy. So we will most likely have to ditch that stuff. That's got a little cut resist, so I want that. These weapons are probably... Yeah. The weapons are probably the first thing I would ditch. Yeah, we don't really need the food right now, and the chainmail sheets are worth so much that we're probably going to drop that off. I don't want to get rid of the first aid kit or the splint kit. Now, rum is worth more than sake. So So I think we'll probably start dropping. And this is worth 2,500 and it weighs 6. Now grog I think is, yeah, grog is the most valuable out of all the booze that we have. Does he have enough room for that? No, he doesn't. Okay. That's 75 and it's 500. Again, we really don't need any of this food, so I think I'm just gonna get rid of all the food. Maybe the rum, but let's see. We've got room for that. And then we can take a food cube. I think food cube's the same size as Gohan, right? Let's pick up that. Didn't I already drop a Gohan? Yeah, I did. It's right there. Alright, now. Yeah, because it's basically 75 for 1 kilogram, which is good. That's great. And I think we already grabbed all those. And a little bit of room. So maybe I will pick up sake, sake. Okay, so that should be good for now, depending on what else we find. And I think kind of once we're full up, then we'll just book it to a city, and we'll have some stuff to sell. This is great because I don't think I've ever had a start where this is kind of how it went down, where I just went straight into like having stuff to sell, like this grog. I mean, this is just a jackpot. And rum it takes up a lot more space. So I think we'll get rid of that and we'll take this sake. So even though the rum's more valuable, it takes up more space. So I don't think that we, like, look at this. Now I have room for grog. Okay, well, let's ditch that and grab another grog. And now we have room for maybe a fabric, but those aren't worth hardly anything. Do we have... Splint kit's not going to be super valuable right now. I'm going to want it, though. Those are 1,100. So grog technically takes up less space than that, but the rum doesn't. So I think we're good. This is where we want to be. Okay. This is, I think, the scarier part. So I'm going to take them off sneak and just check how fast they are. So we've got 11. Jesus, they're slow. Okay, let's give them both the medic job. Also, can I... So what I can do is right-click and then go to... Oh, no, I can't. I'm not going to be able to splint injuries because neither one of them have injuries that can be splinted. But what they just did, because I turned on the medic job, is first aided. So as long as I have a job here and I I just had to shift click to do that, right? Or is it just clicking? Yeah. So if you shift click, like if you just click it, it'll tell them the medic right away. If you shift click, it'll give them the medic job, which is what I wanted. Okay, so VAM, who's got the most value? Probably VAM. So we're gonna have double. Basically, just go check out and see what he sees inside. And I'm gonna turn this off for now. All right, so double, I want you to get inside and check it out. And there's nobody in here either? Are you kidding me? I mean, this has to be a bug, right? Because this is a faction HQ and there's nobody here. All right, let's see if there's anything valuable out here. So I'm holding down Alt. I didn't mention that before. For anybody who hasn't played Kenshi before, if you hold down Alt, you can see all the different loot that's kind of out and about that you can grab. Oh, and I wonder... I don't think it's going up because there's nobody in range that could detect me. Because normally if you pick up something that's on the ground that you're stealing, you'll actually get thievery skill for that. I don't think that's the case right now because... and we can certainly verify that, right? So I have enough room to pick up... What can I pick up? Anything? Oh, I can pick up a cactus. So if I go over here and pick up cactus with VAM, if I was going to get XP, it would go up here. And I don't think it's going to, because I don't think there's anybody here to detect me. Yeah, see, I still have 0 thievery. Did you actually pick that up? Yes, you did. Alright. What do we got here? Nothing. What else can we check? Is this... That's empty. That's empty. So I'm just single clicking on these, and then you can see right here that it says empty, right? So I don't need to go and check it. There's nothing in it. There's something in there, but we don't know what. Just water, fuel, and... Oh, here's one to unlock. That's great. Building material and another chainmail sheet. Oh. Man, they're just giving us freebies here like crazy. This is amazing. Okay, so let's get rid of the food cube temporarily. Get rid of the sake. Let's take that chainmail sheet. Man, he's going to be so overweight. Maybe we should give it to... Oops. Yeah, let's give it to double. Because I want them both to be going similar speeds. So let's take a second chainmail sheet. Yeah, it looks like his inventory is pretty full. But we can certainly take a grog and a sake on Vam. And now we still have room for the food cube. And there was another food cube that I dropped somewhere? Probably. Oh, there's another grog. So we can get rid of this guy and go over here and grab that grog. Man, we're just making out like bandits here. Maybe this should just be a bandit playthrough. Alright. And... yeah, there was... How much are these food cubes worth? I mean, I'm not going to sell them, but still. Oh, man, there's nobody around. That's great. No, that's not where it was. We did drop a food cube somewhere. I just don't remember where. Nope. Must have been in here. And we'll get a little bit of stealth skill while we're stealthing here. It's not going to be great. Okay, I must just not be seeing it. I could have sworn we had a second food cube that we dropped somewhere. Oh, I think we put it in a chest. Oh, crap. Well, I'm not going to go searching around for that. Maybe we'll just grab some cooked veggies or something. Actually, I don't think we can. I think that's too big. We'll try it. I don't think we can. Yeah, it's too big. Okay, so we're just going to head to town now because we're pretty full. And we made out really well. Way better than I was expecting. So, and I think we have a long ways to go. Who are all these dudes? Maybe these are the guys from the base and they got aggroed. I think they are. I have a feeling that maybe these dudes, like the skimmers aggroed them and they ran out to fight, and I'm not 100% sure on that, but I can't imagine outlaw swordsman captain. I just can't imagine why like why else would they be not in their base, right? Unless there's a bug. So I will certainly look into that. Hoping that's not the case. How's our stealth? Is it going up at all? Not really, because we're not near anything that's going to give us any stealth XP. So we're going to go off of stealth. Oh, this is the distant high village too. I think we can just go in there and sell. Now, I don't know how much cash they have, but okay. That is going to be what we're going to do. And we're doing good on food. I mean, we're not going to run out anytime soon. Especially since we got that food cube. we'll both be able to snack on that food cube for a little bit. Because every time you eat, like just like these splint kits, there's charges, right? There's 27 out of 100 left. And, you know, on here, the first aid kit, there's 306 out of 400. On the food cube, there's also a number of charges. Now, it doesn't say the number of charges. I don't know if it does after we use it. But essentially, it will last us. I think you eat 25 at a time or maybe 50. So whoever eats food first will take a chunk of it, and then there'll be a little bit left. I think when they're around under 250, they're going to want to eat. And then Vam should be getting a little bit of strength here. I mean, I think they both are actually, but Vam might be getting a little bit more. Because as you're, like, you can see here, this strength XP, because we're carrying more than our carry capacity, essentially, both of these guys are carrying more than they should be, right? So they're going to go through food quicker, but they're also going to gain strength XP instead of just athletics. Normally, when you're just running around, if you're sort of at 0%, or if you're at, I think, no encumbrance, I don't remember what it's called, you don't really gain strength XP unless you're either over encumbered and fighting martial arts. Let's see, is there... there's nobody in here? This is a shop, right? You can hit Alt and see the shop icons, and this is a robotic shop. Doesn't look like there's anybody in there, though. Okay, so there's nobody in this building, and there was nobody in that last town, so something is clearly going wrong with NPCs spawning. And yeah. Okay. So that seems a little problematic. It would have been nice to be able to sell that stuff. Because there should definitely be Hive in that village. And there wasn't anyone in the last two villages we went to. So something is definitely not working as intended. Who are these guys? These are probably more outlaws. Yes, they are. We don't want to play with those guys because they will... Actually, they won't loot us other than our food. Ooh. Now, sometimes Garu will aggro, and sometimes they won't. But I think the only time oh, that was... there was a skimmer coming right up on us, like... And then it just aggroed on the... aggroed on the Garu, so that's good. Oh, there's some more there. That's not good. And they look aggroed. Oh, there's more. No. Okay, okay. Can we cut through here? Yeah, and we're going 10 right now, so we're slow. Which is not ideal. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I think we're going to have to ditch. That's a bummer, because this is a lot of money's worth of stuff. Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, I could hang on to it, let him knock me out and get up, but that's pretty risky. I don't like that idea. So maybe we can take a look at the map and think about where this is at. This is on the road halfway between these two locations. So maybe we can come back out here. I don't know if it'll still be here, but we can come back out here and take a look. We're going to drop these very heavy pieces of chainmail sheet. And then we're going to see how fast Vam is. So he's 16 now. And this guy's 14. So that's enough to continue running. Okay. A double. He's going to be a little slow. Maybe we can come back and grab that stuff. Or maybe he can just hang on to his. Is this guy catching me? No, he's not. Okay, that's great. That guy is going to catch double, so we can't hang on to his. All right, time to ditch. This is 4 kilograms for 1100. So we're going to ditch those first. What else do we need to ditch? I think we just need to ditch one more of these. Yeah, because 5 of those. Oh, I should have been looking at the sell price. So I might have made a mistake on prioritizing there. Because this is 6. Yeah, they're about equivalent. This is, if I had 7 of these, it would be equivalent to that. But I think I have to drop both of those. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to drop a chainmail sheet. Let's see what double speed is now. 14. So we need to drop, yeah. And I think I'll just drop one more so that he can keep up with Vam. Yeah, there we go. That's too bad. But I mean, it is what it is. Oh, don't hit him. Oh man, I thought he was going to hit double. I was sure of it. Oh, and another one aggroed. Okay. All right, now I think just need to head down there. We'll see. That might be good enough. Who are these dudes? Wait, is this United Cities? I don't normally like these guys, but hey. Oh man. Free protection if those guys tried to follow us. Okay, well, this must be the city I was looking for. Who are these dudes? You'd be really careful when you're running around. Sand ninjas. They don't show as aggroed, so you can see like if I mouse over these guys. But I'm pretty sure that sand ninjas, they are going to attack us, even though they don't show as hostile. So we don't want to run into those dudes. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit here. Yeah. Who are these guys? Those look like possibly slave mongers or slave traders. Manhunters, yeah. So those guys, they're not super... Well, actually, I didn't check their speed. Let's see how fast they are. They're not as fast as we are. Now, maybe one of them is. Their speed can certainly vary. But I don't think we want to get seen by those guys. Why are you going that way? I don't want you to go that way. Okay, there's Shobutai. Cool. So that's kind of like one of the major cities in the desert. Whether or not we'll stay there, I don't know. Okay, cool. Oh, didn't mean to pause. What do we got here? Some samurai. Nope, those are more manhunters. Now, manhunters will always, they're not necessarily hostile, but what they'll do, let's see if we can, I don't have a disguise and I don't look like a slave. But sometimes they'll just decide that they want you to be a slave because there's only 2 of you. And so they will attack you and basically knock you out and take you as a slave. Which if that happens, that happens. Like, we just have to escape slavery. It's as simple as that. But ideally, if we can avoid that situation, we will. If we can't, we can't. Alright. So I am amazed that we made it to a town with really no incident. Like, we didn't really run into any major issues. We got really lucky. Alright. Sweet. Cool. So now we're just going to basically go around town into these shops and start selling. And actually, we have a small enough amount of stuff that we can just go into this one shop and sell. So yeah. Here's another mod that I have. I don't know if we'll be using it all during this playthrough, but basically they're sleeping bags that cost a lot more. versus the normal ones. So there's the regular sleeping bag that heals you, I think, at 4x healing speed. And then we've got this medical sleeping bag, which heals you, I believe, at 8x. I think it's 8x. I can't remember. It might be 10x. And then, so this is 4x, this is 10x, I believe, and this is 16x. So the prices scale kind of accordingly. I did modify the prices on them because the original mod was pretty, they were really cheap, and it just sort of was like, okay, well, why would I ever buy a regular sleeping bag? Of course, now I might say the same thing. All right, so there's a fencing chance of 100% because they're not allied with the rebel farmers. So we'll go ahead and sell all this stuff and get ourselves some cats, which is the currency in this game. So a little bit of cash here, and we could. I don't think we're going to keep this. This is a pretty good crossbow, but we're not going to be using. We're probably going to be using crossbows in some form, but not like just kiting around like crazy. Maybe. But you know, it says it requires a skill of 70, and of course, if you don't meet that requirement, you'll shoot slower and you'll do less damage, I believe. So you can see the reload time and the damage vary, and I believe that if you don't meet the criteria on that, then you are below or at the bottom of that, one of the two. Either way, we'll probably use something different for a while. All right, let's go ahead and sell this grog. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So we'll keep the food cube, and we'll kind of just keep whatever gear we're wearing until we get something better. And I don't think there's anything that we want to buy here. So it looks like, yeah, I mean, we're already up to 7,700 cats, and really that was just from picking up stuff on the run. So that was a really lucky start. I'm tempted to actually buy one of these. I don't think I'm going to though. I think we're going to wait because these backpacks are really good. If you look at the medium backpack, it is, 50% encumbrance reduction. So this one has a 60, so it's a little bit better. They have the same number of slots, I'm pretty sure, both these medium types. But look at the minuses, right? There's a combat skills bonus, which is basically your attack and your defense. I don't know if it affects combat speed. Oh yeah, combat speed it says 0.9. So you get a 10% lowering in your combat speed, which means you actually attack 10% slower, and I believe that affects your block speed as well. So you recover from animations. So when you attack, it takes you longer to recover from that attack animation, and you block slower, which means you're less likely to block in time. So even if we have a good enough defense skill, if our combat speed is low enough, we may not be able to block because we're stuck in an animation. So you don't get iframes or anything like that. And then stealth and dodge also big, huge minuses. And look at this, there's no minuses on that, and they're only then just the -2 combat. So that's it. So yeah, I think we'll wait to get the backpack because if you join the Thieves Guild or Shinobi, then they give you a discount on that. Now we'll have to invest some money up front of like 10K, but it'll cost us half the price for these backpacks, which means we could buy 2 of them for the same price. So if we have like 5 characters and we want to buy them all, in the long run, it will save us some cats. Yeah, and I don't think we need to buy anything here, so we're good to go. So kind of the next thing I think we want to start doing, I'm not going to do any mining. That seems pretty boring, and we already had a boring enough run getting over here. So what we're going to do is we're probably just going to start going out into the desert, try to either get in some fights or find some dead bodies, whether they're animals or whatever. So that's kind of the next step is we're going to kind of go out in the desert, try to get in some fights or loot some people that have already gotten in fights for us, and make some more money that way. We want our kind of like first goal here, I think, is to get enough money to join the Shinobis, and it looks like here they are. So basically, we're going to go over here, talk to this dude, join their guild, then start buying some backpacks and getting in some more combat. And we're going to do that in the next episode. So thank you so much for joining me today on my first episode of Kenshi ever. And I think this is only the second gaming YouTube video I've ever made. So if you guys would like to see some more of this Kenshi content, I'm going to make this whole series, whether anybody watches it or not. So if you did watch it with me, thank you so much for being here. It's been great fun making it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one, which I will be putting out tomorrow. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. And again, don't forget to let me know if you want me to. So right now, Double is the character that's open, right? So Double, we can rename Double, we can make Double look like whatever we want. So if you want your name and your backstory to be attached to Double, let me know in the comments. Write a little backstory if you want to. You don't have to, it's not a requirement. But whichever character name or whichever backstory gets floated to the top through upvotes, like that's the one I'm going to pick, right? So if you, I think if you write a backstory and more people like it, it's probably going to go to the top. So I would encourage you to get into the swing of things, have some fun with it. Write a really quick backstory that's fun for you, and if other people like it, it'll get floated up to the top, and I'll grab that one. And eventually, hopefully, we'll have a bunch of people in. Now, I think we're going to start with 10, but I'm only like until we get some more people saying I want to be a character, and hopefully including a backstory with that, and maybe like what weapon you like to use, what armor you want to use eventually. I may not be able to give you what you want right away, but put it in there because eventually I will make your character into whatever you want that character to be. Um, and that includes changing sort of like your look, right? So if you want your character to, if you want to be Double and you want Double to stay looking exactly like Double is, just say don't change the character. If you want me to make him look specifically like something else, once we are with the Shinobis, we can do that, and I will gladly change your character to look like whatever you want, give him whatever gear you want, male, female, whatever race. And we can't change the race, and I don't think we can change the sex. So if you want to be a male Greenlander, go with Double and let me know what you want the name to be and write a backstory, and I'll do that. And as we get more requests, I'll make more characters and we'll make our party bigger. And at some point, we're going to cap it. I think right now I'm thinking 10 to start with, but that will be dynamic, right? If we can't achieve our goals with a group of 10, without cheesing it, because I know we can do everything solo. I've taken over entire cities solo, and you can cheese your way through some pretty high end content. I don't really want to do that. I want to keep it interesting, so we're going to do fights. We're not really going to do some super cheese. Now, I will use assassins, I will use thieves, but it's not going to be like the de facto. It's not going to be the only way we get things. So let me know in the comments if you want to be part of the team, and let me know who you want to be and what your character is going to be. And until next time, peace out, guys. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.